We're in the Eastern Cape, the border region, for this FNB Classic Clash, coming to you live from East London. It's Selborne College up against Dale College. Undoubtedly one of the biggest rivalries in schoolboy rugby. Dale versus Selborne. And it's not just the rugby that gets the crowds coming out, but it's the camaraderie, it's the songs, it's everything that has to do with schoolboy rugby. Of course, both sides have well represented in terms of South Africans having played for them. And one of them sitting right next to me, Gobani Bobo, an old Dalian. Dale College certainly up against it, Gobani, because history shows they haven't won since 2012, but can this side do it?
Oh, it's a derby game. That's what it's all about. Dale always steps up against Selborne. It's one of those big catfish derbies where the boys from Dale College are called the Cats and the Dead Cats, and the fish from Selborne. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be gruesome. It's going to be everything that you expect. All skills above and all the players showing what they're capable of. And it's about the pride of their families.
It certainly is. Siantanda Mkubo, he'll be leading out Dale, one of the 4 Craven representatives.
Oh, it's always good to see the heron. That's what they wear across their crested chest, and it's what they always clutch on. But this is the Selborne side, which has been amazing in the season. They're 8th in the top 20.
They certainly are, and they are looking for their 9th win on the trot. Having a look at their past results, well, they certainly have been very, very impressive. Their biggest win so far has to be their victory over Paul Jim. That was a 2017 win. A lot of Craven Week representatives in the Selborne side. Tian Kutsa and Sango Kamashe, the 2 centers, and we've got the outside backs. Thaka Baloko, James Bruce, and Michael Buerta. A big cog missing in that side is, of course, David Brits.
Oh, David Brits, you saw what he has done from the last 2 Craven Weeks. He's gone on to play and captain the border side, and now he played Aces Schools last night against Wales, so good on to him. But then now he'll be dearly missed for this game, especially with his experience.
Well, Dale also missing a player of them for themselves, Kwanda Dimaza. He's the big second rower.
Unbelievable Craven Week, or Kwanda Dimaza, the way that he was just catching the ball in the air. Your Highness, Air Jordan's got nothing on him.
Having a look at the recent matches for Dale. Well, Dale, their last match going down to St Andrews, 39-37. However, they did beat the Standard Bank 15-53-3. And here they come out, led by Siamtanda Mkubo, as mentioned, Craven Week player. One of 4 of the others being Courtney Vinar, Sianda and Rubella Gonkwa. 2 of those 4 names coming from the loose trio. So they're certainly going to be a danger.
And they're up against it, though, because the last time they played against Selborne was at home, where they lost by 50 points to 26. And this is a massive game for them. This is when they stand up and they start doing the war cry, and they're coming together. That's what it's all about. And this is the Selborne side. All Selbornians here, everyone making a massive noise.
And the man leading them out, the big lock, the big number 5, Daniel Froneman, who also had a very big Craven Week. Looking at their recent results, well, their most recent was victory over Queen's College, and we all know how big a derby that is.
Massive derby, especially between the 3 schools. It's a triangular derby. It's one of those. They've done a double against Queen's, and now they were looking to do a double against Dale College. See who's going to be folding to that, but I know those Dale College boys will be very proud to come out here in this London trying to upset the apple cart.
Well, over here at Selborne College, no surprises. It's standing room only. It really is a massive derby. As we're driving through to the grounds, posters everywhere saying Big Eastern Cape Derby. And funny enough, when we walk through, I saw everyone stand up and start to sing, and I thought they were actually applauding you, because you're a legend in these spots. In fact, it was just the first team coming behind us.
It was the first team coming behind us. So for me, I remember 1995 getting to play that 150th game, the Catfish game, which was a massive moment then. But this is Ndilengele, who will be our referee for this game.
And matters are underway. Nathan George kicking things off. Well collected there by Sianda Craven Week representative. Renene gives it out to Deniso. Renene. Vinar. Skip pass out, not well held. Early opportunity here for Selborne. Selborne retain the ball. Alderman. And stolen, but they'll go back, no advantage played. So Selborne with a very early opportunity there.
Oh, you can't take away this pride. You just have to sit and listen to this. They're right next to us, leading up and singing their school song. This is the Selbornian boys.
And there's the lead cheerleader. Were you a lead cheerleader, Kubani?
That's what I was trying to avoid by trying to play rugby so someone can sing for me.
First scrum of the game. Having a look at the two teams, you'd be surprised with the stats of Selborne. Not the biggest of packs.
Oh, it's a massive front row from the Del College with 307 kilograms of them. But it's all about technique, yeah.
Very good opening scrum there from Selborne. From Lashe.
Release now, release!
Alderman.
That's good, yeah.
Alderman to George. Nice running there from the heavies for Selborne. And held up there. Dell will be very impressed with how they managed to stop that Selborne. A very good attacking opportunity, but Dell managing to stop the time.
Oh, very inspired. It's the way that they're closing up the space when they're coming off the line. They're trying to make sure that they do what they call nowadays the choke tackle when they're keeping up the ball so they can get the turnover well down to the forward pack. But then Selborne showing the intent to really be very physical from the start.
So it certainly will prove to be a battle of the loose forwards so far. We've got 4 out of the 6 representatives having made it to the border side in Craven Week.
We talk about the Craven Week players. You see one of the players that's missing. Just have to listen to what the ref has to explain to the players. He wants a long bind, prerequisite.
Try to start long. What's going on straight and off?
But I was going to mention Morgan Stein, the fly half, has played for 2 years at Craven Week. He missed out with injury. So he's actually been ruled out for the whole season. But it gives a nice chance for Nathan George at 10.
Early pressure for the Daylonian scrum, but a nice break. Actually brought down and a turnover. Nkundwana gets it back. Nivenazen had a very good Craven Week. Alderman to George.
Last feet there. Last feet. 9.
Alderman gives it into Selim.
Number 3 off your feet. Let's go.
Well, not playing any advantage there is the referee. That was from that turnover ball. It was a good break from Deniso, who went on the outside looking for the support player on the inside. Big man on the form and the shape of Tabisom Caesar, who was trying to help him out there, but he knocked the ball on. So we're back to that scrum inside the 22, attacking scrum for Selborne. Let's see what they're made of.
We saw a close-up of their tighter there. Daniel Voigt,
Set.
heaviest man on the field, 126 kilos. Broken from Lemmer. Alderman. Selim.
No.
Alderman. Froneman, the captain.
Advantage.
Selborne 5 meters out, and they've got the advantage. Nice clear out there from the big lot from Selborne. Taken quickly, and Selim can't hold on. And they'll come back for the penalty. Not back 10.
Discipline very important, and decision making will be important. I think this is when you have to think about it and think you've got the first chance inside the half of Del College, inside the 22, maybe go for the poles. Still lots of emotion there. Players are still folding around the corner. The tackle not rolling away, and then all of these harem-scarum passes. But you can see the commitment already from Del College. They know that they have to physically phase up.
Joshua Alderman, the scrum off. Also vice-captain of the Selborne side, represented border over at Craven Week. Man tasked with the conversion. And the scrummy makes no mistake. So Selborne take an early lead, 3-0, 5 minutes in. Much to the delight of the crowd. So far, Dell having had no ball whatsoever. And we've had 5 minutes of the match and 5 minutes entirely inside Dale's half. The match resumes. Courtney Vinar with the kick. Very well taken there from the second rower.
Use it.
Alderman. Scrappy ball out. And unfortunately, George can't quite do much with that scrappy pass going the way of Dale. So Dale, their first real opportunity so far.
Oh, brilliant opportunity for them. They've got a middle scrum where they've got either side to attack on. But you can see these players know each other very well. They're playing the curve. They're not rushing up on a younger player who's got inexperience at this level, Nathan George, that maybe his passes can go just left to right, letting him down there.
Point.
We saw a strong scrum from Selborne 3 minutes ago. Dale under pressure. Broken from the back. That's Deniso. Loose pass and finds the whitewash. So we'll go back for the first line out.
Interesting call there, having the loose head plot there. Tabisom Caesar. He wears the number 2 because the jersey that he's familiar wearing. Now he gets a chance here. It's actually Louisville Bazi who's at number 2.
Well taken by the captain, Froneman. Oh, massive handoff there. Heinrich Nivenhuizen, the man who shone so well over at Craven Week. An incredible handoff, and here we have Selborne with the attack. Water.
Sienna M got himself in the right position there. Well done from the open side flanker. But what a run from Nivenhuizen.
The crowd went absolutely ballistic. Now, just to explain to the viewers, myself and you, Govanio, are settled in the middle of the stands, and we're surrounded by Selbornians. And here's Selborne with another attack. They've got 4 men out. Mbufo.
Oh, it is going to be physical. It's all big hits. One of the sayings between the two schools, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Just make sure they don't fall on top of you.
Dale steals it back 22 meters out. Renene. Vinar. And he's pulled to the ground by Mankundwana. Loose ball.
Advantage, penalty advantage.
Sianda back to clean up, and he does well. Plenty of men on his outside, but he opts for the boot, does Vinar.
No advantage, 11. 11 offside. Am I 11 offside?
Nick, knowing that he's got the advantage, Courtney Vinar goes for the speculated kick across. Got to coming from the offside, not behind the last man's feet, so he putting the pressure. It's a great camera shot from our team there.
So Vinar will have his first opportunity and goal. Also had a very good Craven week. Of course, the majority of the Borders side represented by these two schools. Another team that also well represented, Queen's College, but they'll be unhappy with what they've achieved so far this season in terms of the matches between these three sides. 9 minutes in.
Oh,
superbly struck there by Vinar. It looked as if it wasn't going to curl in, and that with the last few seconds it managed to just slip inside the right-hand post.
Oh, exemplary, the way that he kicking technique, never even peeked at the pole, just kept his head down, followed through, hips made all the way. Gets a conversion, we're back to level terms, 9 minutes gone.
Nathan George with the restart. Kicks deep. Selim, he's been very prominent so far. Hard to take down as the big flanker. Renene to Vinar. Pops it out. Boyson. Selborne another opportunity. They get the ball back. But going back to Sianda who we saw him a couple of weeks ago over in Stellenbosch. And he's definitely a marked man, but even so, he's still gaining some yardage.
Oh, it always does, and all these players will be always looking to promote the ball. You can see the competition already on the breakdown. Lineouts are the same.
George switches inside. Selborne up to go wide. Well taken down by Dell. Boyson.
Counter-ruck.
And a lost ball there from Selborne. So we'll go back for the scrum for Dale. So Selborne, a lot of opportunities. They're doing a lot of running, but they're not really going anywhere.
Well, it's always going to come down to the passion in this derby games. We said that no one's going to stand back for any or give an inch. We can see by the counter-attack and putting so much pressure onto the side. Hendrik Neverhazen had to knock that ball on because he could not get the side ball was coming ahead of him.
Crouch.
And he was in a very difficult compromise situation.
6.
Renene. Powerful scrum there from Selborne.
Out 9.
Dell managed to get the ball back. On the back foot though. And a fantastic tackle there from George.
Out now, wide. No, step here. Step.
Dell managed to keep hold of the ball. Firing up front.
Release wide.
Selborne trying to
Roll out
keep the ball
wide.
up.
Let come.
Looks as if there may have been...
No.
No.
It's coming.
Coming back the way of Dale.
Very slow.
Nice clearance there. But goes straight into the hands of Michael Buerta. Off to go it alone. Gets past his first attacker. And nicely well played. Paul Fantonda, another Craven Week representative, but the penalty going the way of Dale once more.
Well, Cole Fantonda maybe got a bit excited there. Isolated himself from his support players. Got turned over into the breakdown. Dell College really putting their bodies about. I'm leading by example at number 7. But what a step for Michael Border just to set up for the runner. Look at that, clear daylight, right on top of the ball, competing right on his feet, not releasing on the floor.
We're not finding touch with that penalty, so we'll have Henny Otto with the throw in.
For 3-man innovation, yeah.
Well taken there from the Dalonian lock. Dell, go about. Boyson pops it out to Mbane. Reaches the 22. Renene. Kept inside. Bashar Dutt.
No.
Renene. Vinar goes for the boot. Looking for Zatu and just escapes him. Cleared by George. He's going to do some rescue work, does the Selborne.
Oh, what a...
Oh, and as you're about to say, Kabani, not quite.
Oh, he had it. He got over the ball. But I guess I never give clear release. That's a call from the referee, Mr. Ngele. But what a commitment. That's a lucid proper gut there. What body positioning.
George has no problem finding touch. And remember, this is the Selborne side missing their star player, and David Britt. You would have seen him in action yesterday for the SA Schools team.
The tackle has to give a clear release. Felt that he was one man, then there was no one else trying to compete with him, but it carries on as the schoolboy rugby is fast-paced.
Alderman goes himself. George gets it out to Makindwana. Kamlashe, pulled down. Selborne managed to keep hold of the ball. Odell looking to steal it, and they have.
Sianda Am again.
Am gets it out to Renene. The scrum off isolated. Mukubela. Renene. Pops it inside.
It's Luvo Bazi there.
Renene to Am. Nice skip pass to Zatu. Evades one, he's still on. Goes eventually down, but he manages to recycle the ball back. But
Hendrik Neverhazen is in a great position. They should have turned the ball over for Selborne.
And here we have yet another penalty, this time going the way of the men in black and white. So a good attack there from Dale, and that man once again, Sianda number 7.
Oh, he's up against his counterpart, which he played as a loose forward combination and at the border Cravenwick, Heinrich Neverhazen. He's doing exactly the same back towards the Dale College side, competing on that breakdown.
Nice attempt to keep the ball in play, but unfortunately for Dale, ruled to have stayed out.
Our body position was strong, got over the ball. What was good about it is that there was intent to go receive the ball.
Quick take there, and there goes Nevenhazen, the man you're just talking about, Kabani. Alderman. Big run there on the big lock. Dale looks to have turned it over, and they have. Renene gets it out. Men on the outside. Very well set there from Boyson. Popped back in, but lost. And here we have a clean break here from James Bruce. Tries to keep it in.
That's feet white. No!
Dale managed to survive and get the ball back. And they seek the sanctity of the touchline, which they find.
Oh, what a kick. What a relieving kick from Apele Lefasi. Man who plays first team cricket. Being a fullback, but what a good left footer there just to relieve the pressure. And a good break from Selborne. Looking to take them on the edges now. It's just one of the reasons that I feel that they're not getting the continuity as they depth on their attacking line.
Cole van Tonde, he finds his captain, but only just. Alderman. George cuts it inside. Sanko Kamache. He's got a man in his ate, up to go alone, pops it out. Eventually he finds Kutsa. But well recovered there from Vinar. So a very good break there from Sango Kamache.
Good hold. Ball as well held up by Nathan George, who looked into the space and he hit his center. But now, just over liberation. Sometimes you feel when you've got the advantage of keeping possession inside the 22, bit of patience, youth exuberance.
Well, Frodeman has been a rock over in that lineup for Selborne. Advantage, the men in black and white. George pops it back into Kamache, been very prominent with ball in hand.
Let go.
Alderman.
Let go.
Alderman, a little wide pass out to Boloko. Boloko gets past 2. He's got one more to beat. He cuts inside. And what a try from the left winger. Superb individual effort from the flyer. Thaka Boloko, a man who represented Border at Cravenweek.
If you look at this, Thaka Boloko, he's a man who can step you in a phone booth. The way he goes about it with no millimeters right next to him, the handoff. Look at this, look the other side. Yes, thank you, son. I'll send you to the tuck shop. Go get you that Coke. What a try from Selborne.
4 players he managed to evade on his way to the touchline, and he's diminutive, but he's very quick. But he also managed to hand off his first would-be tackler. Thaka Boloko standing at 1.68, 74 kilograms. And what a performance this, his 19th match for Selborne.
How much is that? You won't want to see that replay. You were shown who's your number and who's your daddy with the run. But what a step taking on a Pelifasi, but looking on the outside, inside, outside. Massive step on the break on the inside. Selborne really starting to get on the rhythm play now.
Joshua Alderman with the attempted conversion. And the scrum off hooks it left. So the scoreline remains 8 points to 3. The man doing the damage for Selborne, Thaka Boloko, a phenomenal individual effort.
The handoff, the way that he carries the ball in the right hand, and then the change of hands, just to step and make sure that he carries on. Had the vision, had the confidence to back his talent. Well done, son.
Good choice.
Kick through from the kick-off. Won't be happy with that, Courtney Winner. After conceding points and he concede position, middle scrum, it can attack either side.
Well, that's the last thing that his team would have wanted to see after conceding a try, which they really have only themselves to blame.
Oh, the competition in the centres there with the captain, Siamtanda Ngubo, and Sango Kamalashe is going to be one to look. It's going to be interesting. You can see that it's a veteran against a youngster who's really cut against it. He's played in the Craven League 2 this year, but on the back foot. We're sitting on the bench, and now he's having a chance to shine on a big stage.
Between the centre pairings of Selborne, Gutsia and Sango Kamalashe, they've got 50 caps between them for first team at Selborne. Alderman goes for the boot. We haven't seen that much from the scrum off. Goes straight to the big Bubela Gonka from Dale. Renene. Dale with an opportunity now. Some hot stepping there from the Daleonian.
Hands out! Let go! No out!
Renene looks to clear. He does. Fine Shadat.
8 out!
Renene. The dummy runner. Mgubo.
Last feet! Oh, fine!
Renene. To Mgubo. The captain. To Bazi. Loose pass out to Boyson. Renene. Bazi. Nice running there from the loose head rather. Can't quite hold on.
Release now!
But they'll manage to keep hold of the ball. Renene goes blind. Loose pass out, but they'll go back for the knock-on.
Ball was deemed to be touched there by the 8th man, Darren Lammer, who was trying to intercept the pass from Siana. Opportunity on the outside. I feel that both teams are sitting so flat. There's no one covering the blind side, and you think there was no one sweeping there, putting a grubber through. The opportunities are plenty, and there's a lot of pace on the outside there by Subulele Mbana, who's supposed to be deemed to be running 11.3 in the 100 meters.
Point!
I want to see that express.
Set.
I want to see a race between you and that express.
I ran a 10.8.
That's what I want to see it. So reset scrum there, nice shove from Selborne. Now, recent history suggests that this will be one-way traffic. Dale haven't tasted victory in this derby since 2012. In the last match, in fact, which was at Dale, Selborne running out 52-26 victors. But the way this match is going so far suggests otherwise a very closely fought contest.
Speaking to the old boys, the old Galleons here, just before the game, they mentioned that the game was all tight until the second half. I think in the last 20 minutes of that game, Selborne went away and ran in 4 tries, and that made it so difficult, and it actually, in a way, flattered them with the scoreboard.
So injury break here, I think it's for Blood Tabiso Msiza. Lucid from Dale. I mentioned that my esteemed colleague Gulbani is one of the Springbok representatives who went over to Dale, but he's in good company. A number of famous players having went to the school in King Williamstown, including Bjorn Besson and one H.O. de Villiers.
H.O. de Villiers, and it'd be a miss for me not to mention Kawunda and Tunja, one of the cluster commentators who captain aced the schools in his year. And then you go on, Keegan Daniels. I mean, there's legends here, even here with Barry Haidaikas, the 2 coaches, and Grant Griffith. You can even see the relationship he has with his players. He jogged all the way from behind the poles just to wipe the blood off his player and let him go on, son, get on with it.
Crouch! Point!
So action back underway.
Set!
Another strong shove there from Selborne. Dale managed to keep hold of the ball.
There's a good depth on the Dale College line. The
Spoke too soon. Oh, a nice break here from Selborne. But back inside to Alderman. And the scrum off goes. He's got a clean pair of heels, but taken down inside the 22. Dale managed to get the ball back, cleared by Apelele Fasi. And he manages to find touch. So Selborne, a nice counter-attack there. And the man doing most of the work, Joshua Alderman, the vice-captain.
Oh, what a break from Bruce, going to the blind side. Cracks on the pace. Good support play from Alderman. Kept on going. But look at the counter back. Tackle from the captain, leading from the front. Making sure that he gets back to support and help his team out. They're in trouble.
Groneman once again the captain of Selborne. A terrific take there in the line out. He's done a few of those so far in this game. Selborne power on. George. Boyson. Pops out to Butter. Pops it back inside. Gamashe gets it out to the try scorer. And it's another effort there from the winger. This man is unstoppable. He's had 2 tries at the line, and both of them converted. Taka Baloko getting try number 2.
I know someone out there is watching the Blade of the Cup and they're thinking Nana Milner-Skada is the man. But look at the feet of this boy. Stepping on the inside. 2 men just following again. Cracks on the pace, scores the try. 2 tries, just sheer pure brilliance. There's no ways, no right on him to score those tries, but what good work from the kid.
He knows his way to the line, does Thaka Baloko.
Oh, those hips are loose.
Selborne moving 10 points clear. Alderman, the scrum off, with an opportunity to extend that to 12. The unmissable face of the Selborne head cheerleader in the background, watching over Alderman. And another hook from the scrum off, going left of the post. So the scoreline remains 13 points to 3. Selborne's points coming courtesy of this man in picture.
Oh, first you have to appreciate the way that he picked up the ball with those hands. Look at his hands, look at that pickup. Now look at the step, presence of mind just to step on the inside. Scoring his 2nd try on the same vein.
He certainly is something special, is the left winger, but not a special kick there from Courtney Vannot twice in a row now, immediately following a try conceded. The fly half has kicked it directly out.
Yeah, gets a change of tactic, maybe going a bit deeper will be better for him. And that tray's got more leverage of using the field. But now, because he's trying to go for the competing kick, he's overcooking it a bit and he's carrying over. So something that they have to think about tactically.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Alderman. Better scrum there from Dale. Nemmer gets it out to Alderman. They go for the boot. Fussy back to clean up, but he watches the ball go over the touchline. So very good kick there from Selborne. Another attacking position, 5 meters out with Dale to throw.
Oh, that's the opportunity that you get when you get that middle scrum. You can play at 8-9, and 9 doesn't have as much pressure. You can roll that ball down the line. Maybe bigger bag in there for Apelele Fussy. His ball positioning and getting himself maybe from the touchline so that he can work the ball infield. And look at this pressure now in the line out.
Otto with the throw, very quickly taken. Selborne get it back, 5 meters out. Well contested there. Selim hanging on to his loose forward partner, Nevenhazen. Alderman. Gamashe held up. Alderman. Long pass out, but loose. And kicked out there from the Dale. This try scorer cleans up.
Straight to ground, straight to ground.
Oh, and a great run here. Mkondwana pops it out to Bruce.
Well, we're almost getting a hat-trick in the first half, yeah.
Alderman goes it alone, takes 2 men to take him. Scrum off eventually goes down. Nevenhazen to clean up. Another powerful drive from the forwards, and they keep it amongst the fronts.
5 out.
As they power their way towards the line, just 5 meters out. Alderman with men on his outside. Buerta pops it back out to Nevenhazen, inches from the line. And an attempt there from Selborne. The try goes are begging, but they'll go back for the penalty. Pumzile Makondwana. Dropping the ball over the whitewash.
Second time coming in.
Getting onto the drive. Now it's becoming more cynical. You can hear the referee speaking on the background because Dale College is throwing the ball in the red zone. He's giving them that warning. Selborne is going to use the full advantage of that.
Easy.
Cole Fantoni there decides to take on the whole Dale College side by himself. It's always going to be difficult as a one-man trying to run over 3 players. And that's the work that Dale is putting up the commitment. They're 10 points down, but he's still relentless on getting up and make sure they put the effort. A well-pleased Selborne College crowd here cheering on their stripes.
As they should be. 13-3 in front with 5 minutes to go before halftime. And another attacking opportunity. Dale with the put in though.
Waiting on you gentlemen to stable. We're waiting to stable. Second rows. Crouch. Point. Set.
Renene, another strong scrum from Selborne. But we'll go back for the reset.
On reset scrum.
Focus.
Both sides.
Sure that the ball comes in.
Ball went out through the tunnel.
About this. You've got to let the ball run in.
So there's no advantage for either side.
I want to see your hands in there.
Going to reset again. Just 3 minutes left on this first half, but how exciting has it been? It's flown by.
Crouch.
Really has, and we couldn't have asked for better weather as well. The crowd has turned out in their thousands.
Set.
One of the bigger derbies in the country.
Well, derby started in 1892, 123 years of it.
Dale on the attack. Zatu kicks it straight into the hands of Michael Buerta.
Bruce.
Off red, knock on. And attack off red, forward.
So unfortunate knock on there from Dale. So we'll go back for the scrum for Selborne. You mentioned the history between these two sides, Tobani. Back in 1892, the first time they played, that means 123 years of derby rugby. And Dale's still searching for their first win since 2012. And if they do get it, this will be win number 100 over Selborne.
Oh, it'll be win 100, but it's the same. Can you imagine how much a big proud moment it will be for the grade 12s? That's the last chance they do have in still school career to actually come out and bring some big results against Selborne. So it's something, a lot of pride. I think that's something Grant Griffiths will be mentioning at halftime.
Another good scrum there from Selborne, picked up by Lemmer. And it Buerta breaks out. He's got men on outside and inside, and he finds on his offside a fantastic try there from James Bruce, but the man who made the difference, Michael Buerta. We've seen a lot of him so far, the fullback.
Oh, you mentioned Michael Buerta, but very significant was Joshua Aldham. It's the way that he chose the man, and he creates a gap for him, and he cracks on the pace because Whitnall was busy ball watching, and on his outside here, Bruce on the support play. What a good play. 8-9, all his works. Dell had to load it, and the loose forwards were just caught out napping on the break. But what good play, good execution from the set piece by Selborne.
Fullback Michael Buerta had men on his in and outside. James Bruce waiting on the wing. And we had Luto Selem, the flanker, hungry for a try. They really had so many options, but a fantastic break. As you mentioned, the man, the orchestrator, Alderman.
Oh, just had to just make sure that Vinay's shoulders were turned right inside to him. And then he put him into the space. Good work, carried the ball in 2 hands, even had to look on the inside. All options, I could have kept that.
There you could have, buddy. So, tentative kick, not over, unfortunately, for Selborne. And you see they've switched kickers now. Alderman handing over the kicking duties to Nathan George, but the fly-off also unable to add.
Carrying the ball in 2 hands, sell him on the inside. Bruce was a better call for him. Trusting and backing his passing skills, goes for the left-hand pass. Let's see what the kickoff's going to be like.
So Vinno with the kickoff finally doesn't go out. It goes straight into the hands of Heinrich Nivenhuizen. Don't know which is worse.
Exactly. Relentless, these Southonians. They're just all over Dell at the moment.
Use it.
Alderman to George. Back to George. He spots a gap. Takes him in, he pops it out. Great work from the fluff. Back to Michael Buerta. Bruce on his outside. Alderman.
Out 3.
Ronan, the captain. To the vice-captain, Alderman. Oh, and a brilliant break there. He's got him on his outside. He opts to go to London, and finally gets it out to Kamashe. And Kamashe does the rest. He still had a bit of work to do, but some fantastic interplay. Heinrich Nevenazen getting it out to his center. Sango Kamashe, who finished off and went over for Selborne's 4th try.
Oh, the Dell College at the first 10 minutes, they had a massive shield, but look at the line from Nevenazen, kept the ball. Heinrich drew 3 players, Glumlash, a support player from the center, under the poles. That's what it's all about. Dell College looking like a sieve at the moment.
Brenneman will make that. The vice-captain, rather, Alderman, adds the 2 points. So, a fantastic half there for the home team. Selborne, it was a slow start, but then it took 2 quick tries from their little winger, Baka Boloko, before the floodgates opened. Selborne College 25, Dell College 3.